Nature is a strange and wonderful place. The creatures that we find within the nature are just as wonderful and perhaps even more strange. Today we look at some of the most special, diverse, and interesting species that call this basement their home. Now, let's meet these basement dwellers.
My head up!
No, you didn't.
Merit, hand control.
Underwood.
Meet the wild wrestlers. Known for their large herds, they are found in constant hunt stunts. Typically, they are rather peaceful creatures, but when winter becomes spring, the most dominant male and female emerge through the wrestlers until they clash for dominance over the herd.
What? Oh my!
Wyatt. Oh.
You're supposed to be on their back, Wyatt.
Tyrus chop, Wyatt.
Wyatt, you're almost there.
60 pounds, man.
I won't give up. Kelly in.
No, my glasses!
I got it right here.
To the victor goes the spoils. In this case, complete ownership of the herd. And for the loser, banishment. But for others, the mating season looks quite differently. Take, for example, the yellow-breasted Wyominga, commonly found in the northern parts of the basement, where the AC is much more breezy than previous years. He fears winter is soon approaching, and this may be his last opportunity to woo a mate before the dead of winter strikes the land.
So, lovely weather we're having.
Yeah.
How's your dad?
Haven't seen him for like 5 years, but you know.
Cool.
Yeah. How's your dog?
Get ran over.
I'm sorry.
After some questionable first impressions, he begins to feel his chance to woo the lady flee before him. He pops a question of desperation in hopes that she might just take interest and fly south for the winter.
You wanna, like, go get ice cream or something?
No.
Unsuccessful, this Wyominga male will die alone, but perhaps he'll get another chance next spring. Meet the humble gump. Slow-moving creatures that forage for food in between the couch cushions. Smaller creatures often ride gumps in order to stay away from any possible threats lurking below the carpet surface. The gump is often not seen in daylight. Being a nocturnal creature, they hide in dark spaces such as closets and storage rooms. This gump has made its way out to the light to play its favorite game.
Time to play some basketball. It never fits.
But this is a grave mistake, for there are others watching. Tiny tots, a small breed of primate, have found this gump out in the open. They plan their attack with extreme detail, knowing they outnumber the gump. It will be an easy meal. The once mighty gump falls to the carpet with a thud. It will feed the tiny tots for several minutes before they return to the hunt. But even the most fierce tiny tot is no match for the bald bell spider, a master ambush predator. If a tiny tot hears the high-pitched ringing of the bell, it becomes disoriented and begins to wander towards the nest of the bald bell spider. The bald bell spider has a trick for slowing down the tots. A weighted blanket holds down the tots, making them unable to get away. Over on the far southern side of the basement, fierce competition breaks out between dos cardas and a game of dos. Originally a Brazilian species, the dos cardas, a subclass of land squid, migrated up into the basement for the plentiful amounts of food, water, and board games. The fights that break out during these games can be fatal.
2 cards! You can't do this to me! I'm the best at it!
The stickily twig bug is a gangly creature, known for its excessive uses of plotting jesters.
While Porter plots underneath the table, there's a fight going on.
It is also a very territorial creature that will set up traps in the hope of catching whoever is unlucky enough to walk through his home. He spotted a single Wyominga reading a book in hopes of becoming a more suitable mate. The stickly twig bug awaits, then strikes.
Run, tackle. Drive. Oh.
The sheer weight of the cardboard is simply too much for the Wheelminga to bear. It's the end of the line for this little guy. There is only one animal that is equally loved and feared in the basement ecosystem. The water warrior. Strong enough to wipe out any other animal, the water warrior is an apex predator of the basement. Thankfully, for the rest of the animals, the water warrior only eats canned vegetables, and occasionally, the ramen pack. As the name suggests, she guards the storage room, distributing water to all the creatures in the basement. Although, dry season, the animals may have to wait days before a crate of water will be released. Tensions are high, and it will only take a tiny spark to set this ticking time bomb off. Speaking of sparks, here's one now. A tiny tot with a bright idea. Knowing how long it will take for his turn to get water, he sees an opportunity and takes it. They all narrowly escape, but one day they might not be so lucky. Life in the basement can be complex beyond belief. But after taking a closer look into these unremarkable creatures' lives, we find that they are a family. A family that could eat each other at any given moment. I'm Jerry Thimbleberry. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next episode, friends. Cheerio.